What's up, guys? Welcome, Lauren Pritchard. I'm just doing a quick divine message. I got this song. It was Odessa, How Did I Get Here? I've heard it before, so it was ringing true in my mind, like ringing, like I'm familiar with this song. And then I was listening to it. I decided to look up the lyrics. How did I get here? The only lyrics in the song, because it's a little bit more techno, it was, it's sad, but it's true how society says her life is already over, nothing to do, and there's nothing to say. And then it led me to go and look up headless Aphrodite statues because Aphrodite was the embodiment of love and fertility, motherhood, marriages. I actually read an article today she actually controlled consensus. She controlled the general consensus amongst people. She basically raises up an army of brothers who are all in favor for her. This is the divine mother. So some people, I think, believe that there's some kind of malevolence. It's some kind of, they get into their religious persecution. It's outside of Christ, but there's nothing more anti-Christ than denying the mother, denying good mothers, because I understand as a woman, as a mother, my main job that I am best at is providing love and nurturing and food and nutrition and health care and protecting the sick in my family. That is what keeps creation going. When I love on my animals, I don't do it because it's some selfish need of mine. I do it because I know that they need it to ward off illnesses. I know that they need it to heal from the ailments that they have. And that goes for people also. Like, there's such a great need for love and nurturing in the home. Love and nurturing creates a healthy home because you can ward off illnesses. There's a security, there's a protection, there's a belonging that comes from the divine mother. And so it was interesting because when I was guided to look up headless statues of Aphrodite, there were a lot of them. And by the way, my shirt, I got this from Hamish Patterson. It says, the mountains don't care. It might be blurry, but it's a shirt I got. It says, the mountains don't care, right? Like all the shit that's going on. The mountains, they don't care. They're bigger than that. I love this t-shirt. But it's funny to wear yellow because it's such a statement. So what did they attempt to do to the Divine Mother? There was like an attempt to cut out the Divine Mother in our culture, in our society, and you're seeing the degradation that occurs when you cut out the Divine Mother. I was saying earlier in my previous video, my boyfriend, it comes from Middle Eastern culture of Muslim. And there's a beautiful side to Muslim, but there's also a dark side to Muslim where they cut out the female component, where their culture is they don't allow women to have an opinion. The men do whatever they want. The women are not allowed to have feelings. They're not allowed to have opinions. But women's intuition is very strong. It's very strong, and it's a motherly intuition that protects their offspring. So it's not to be confused with jealousy and insecurity or anything like that. It gets misconstrued, and we've been in this like massive war for a female influence. I've been saying that the devil is actually a negative female. It's a female against the mother. It's a female energy against the mother. If you've ever been like super unattracted to a man that you are physically attracted to, and then you learn his personality, and then you become super unattracted to him, it's because he has a dark female energy. Men that act super female, it's because they're possessed with a negative female energy. They're against the mother. They're against the woman. They're against the love and nurturing. They say that they don't need us. They say that we are a problem to them, that we are an inconvenience to them. We're an inconvenience to them. Men have dualism, women do not. Women are either an Aphrodite or an Ishtar. Ishtar was a counterfeit Aphrodite, and you can tell by looking at the statues of Ishtar. She had incredibly large breasts, too large. A handful is all you need. God created woman in his image. You didn't need more than a handful. Large breasts, a skinny, tiny waist, and then she had weird claw feet. Ishtar had a weird claw feet because she was the counterfeit female. She was the opposite of Aphrodite. Aphrodite had weight on her, she had small breasts, and she had big hips, and she didn't have claw feet. So Ishtar was like introducing a new culture of a female that was against the divine mother. So there's been this long war against the divine mother. And I was reading an article today. It had really good historical citing and sources about how men used to come together over Aphrodite, the divine mother, the mothers of your children. You do not want an Ishtar, you want an Aphrodite. There's an agenda to kill the Aphrodite, there's an agenda to cut out the culture of the mother. And that's only going to hurt people that go along with that agenda, right? Because the mother is the sustaining energy, the mother is the general consensus. She's part of the Holy Trinity. Why do these other religions, every religion can be beautiful, but the religions that are just like, no, 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 just one God, like one fucking guy, like one gay dude, like that's just it, right? And he's super mean and condemning, and he's just like a blasphemy to God. It's not the whole picture, but you need a holy trinity. It was Jesus, the mother, and the father, the holy trinity. It's a whole situation that you need to encompass in your world, in your culture, in order to fucking survive. Excuse my language. You want to survive? You want to incorporate the mother. You want to survive? You need God to understand which woman is an Aphrodite and which woman is a claw-footed, big-titted Ishtar. It's a war for women. Because you want your creation to survive, you want the mother. You want your creation to die? Steep in sin and go with the whore. Ishtar. Look at the statues of headless Aphrodites. Can you even find statues of headless Ishtar? I'm just curious. Let's just see. Because when I look up headless Aphrodites, there's a ton of statues that are headless Aphrodites. And I wouldn't be surprised to find headless Ishtars, but I'll be curious to see. Headless Ishtar statue. I would cut that bitch's head off. Right? We get people like predatory after me for saying that. No, I would cut that bitch's head off though. I would cut that statue's head off if it were me. Headless Ishtar. So far, nope. Nope. No. No. You're not finding headless Ishtar. You're finding headless Aphrodite. Sorry about you. What's up, Brandon? Yeah, there's many names for her, obviously. So yeah, that was just it. I was led to listen to this song. How did I get here? The only lyrics in that song are like, how can you say her life is over? That's what the devil wants. Like, her life is over, right? The true enemy is against the mother. And then I was guided to go and look at headless Aphrodite statues, a ton of them, right? They're super, I'm not offended, but they are offensive. Fucking gay dudes. You're a bunch of gay dudes, If you like Ishtar, excuse my language, if you like Ishtar, you're a gay dude. You're as good as gay. You want your species to survive. You're a real man. You want it. You want Aphrodite. You want the divine mother. And back in the day, she was not only the goddess of love and beauty, she was the general consensus. This came up first thing in the morning. I don't even like ask for this news, but sometimes this news just pops up on my phone. And it was actually all the roles that Aphrodite played before Mother Mary. And it was general consensus. Aphrodite had general consensus over civilian population. Men came together like brothers over the worship of the mother and their mothers and their wives, keeping your wife happy, being good to her. If she's good to you, she sustains life. What the hell happened? It's a culture of degrading the mother. And people fall victim to that, and that's their own choice. But yeah, it was just brought to my attention just now. Yeah, the pleasure principle, right? Because they were taught that pleasure is somehow good. So Ishtar created a culture of pleasure instead of love. People will replace love with pleasure, and they'll think that is okay with them. These people will say, "I don't need anyone." No, you do actually need someone. You do need a mother. You do need a wife. You do need love. You need to be healthy. Like I was saying before, I will pet my animals, even if I am kind of busy, I got other shit going on. If my animals come up to me and they want affection, I give them affection because I know that's good for their health. I know that they need it. My dog is very stinky, right? This is my first dog and it's my first big dog in my entire life. My dog is very stinky. I chose the Great Pyrenees breed because I love them. They're really good security guards. They protect my chickens. But the truth is, this bitch is stinky. She's a stinky girl. Her breath stinks. Sometimes she rolls in shit. She stinks. But if she comes up to me for love, I give her love because I know she needs it for her health. Same thing with my cat. If my cat comes up to me, I give him love because I know they need it for their health. You need the mother. You need nurturing. You need love in order to be healthy. This is just a reality that you cannot go against. You can take all the Tylenol in the world. You can take all the painkillers in the world. You can fornicate with all the whores in the world and be all steeped in pleasure as much as you want. You're not going to survive. The mother helps people survive. And the general consensus, BC, was men came together over Aphrodite. And it's no wonder you can find a ton of headless statues of Aphrodite. What did they attempt to do to the mother? What are they attempting to do in the modern day? Right? What is witchcraft actually after? Witchcraft, the witch, is actually after the mother. They will not succeed. The victory is for God. God's will is for his daughter, which is the mother. We're not afraid of that. But this is what the culture is attempting to do. And we're aware of it. We're awake and aware, and we're the survivors, not them. The victory is not for them. The death is for them. The victory is not for them. The death is for them. They will die in their pleasure and sin. They'll die in it. That's the only redeeming factor about Ishtar and the Dark Mother is that she drags men to hell. And it's sad, but she'll drag kids to hell. She breeds too much. It's not good. Drag them all to hell. I don't think kids go to hell. I think a dark mother can still have a light child. Obviously, we all know that. But, some of the girls take on the traits of the mother. They keep procreating, right? Alien women, just these people are breeding like fucking rabbits. It's really bad for our culture in general. It's very predatory to our culture. They're just breeding their own kind. And it's like, this is what you need to learn to get away from, right? You need to follow a woman who makes you feel healthier in her presence and get away from the women who are only temporary pleasure, but can go away tomorrow. right? The mother is going to be around forever, but the temporary pleasures of the culture that Ishtar gave you and the dark mother gave you, that could be gone tomorrow. It will be gone tomorrow. It's God's will. I don't know why people think otherwise, but that's why they are on the trajectory that they're on, is because they don't know. So I just want to tell them. And that's just it. You're the right kind of people. Love y'all so much. Have a beautiful night. Talk to you again really soon.